Welcome, 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 Nowsite family. My name is Elizabeth Larson. I am a personal and business transformation coach. I am here to help you reach your dreams and get the business and the success that you want. Today, we're going to do our My AI Live time, and we do this every Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific. And I do want you to know that I'm going to give you a little bit of a rundown for everybody who's new, because I have a couple new people here. We've got Matt and John and Vicky and Christine, some other new people here. So I want to give you a rundown real quick of what's going to happen and how this is going to work. So we do this Monday through Friday, as I said. And the first thing that we do is we're going to show you a short demo of how to use the system. We usually try to change up the demo every day with some kind of different post, different idea, or anything else, just so you get some variety and some different ideas of how to use this, and even different types of conversations to have on social media. After we do that, we'll showcase a couple of posts. Usually about 3 or so we'll showcase. So if you want to be one of the people showcased, you'll want to put your hand up very quick. You can do, and we'll showcase them on Facebook because that's just the easiest for us to find you on. And then after that, we'll have a short thought of the day, training, teaching, something that will help you in your life and business. And of course, we'll have some time for Q&A afterwards. So as I said, we do this Monday through Friday. Now, if you've been here before, you can either watch the demo and get some other ideas, or you can start making your own post if you have an idea for that already. Again, if you've already made your post, I do want to make sure to showcase you, so if you've made it just now, or if you made it during the 5 minutes, I want to make sure that we showcase you and show off your post and show off who you are utilizing the system. So let's go ahead and get going today. In the very first part of this, I am going to share my screen, and we are going to, let me come over here. And we're going to come over to the Nowsite system. So let me go ahead and share. And there we go. All right. So here's the system right here. And when you're brand new, you're going to log into now.site. Now.site. When you log in, you'll be here. Now, if you've never logged in before, it's going to ask you a series of questions so you can train your AI. Now, this is really important that you train your AI, because it's going to learn how to talk like you, how to write like you, how to speak like you, how to think like you, so it can make posts that are closer to who you are. And so the more you use this, the more it's learning who you are and what you want. So you're going to put your name in there. You're going to put your job title. If you have a business of your own, like I do, I have my own business, I'm going to put like what I do in there and what drew this to my role. I'm going to put in there why I do this. I do this because I used to be chained to fear and insecurity, and now I help people break free from that and build relationships online, build incredible businesses, and things like that. So what information would you like to share about your family? All these things right here. And then some of your goals and dreams will be down here as well. And then you'll have things like what your interests are, what's important to you, popular figures that are important to your life, places that you like to go. And then it's going to ask you to submit your own writing right here, so it can actually start writing like you. So I took a training that I had wrote out, and I just threw it in here. You could take anything you've wrote, or just write a paragraph and throw it in there. It's super easy. You don't have to overthink it. Once it's done and you log in, this is where you will be. So, and then you are going to click right here on create a social post. Now, when you create a social post, you have a couple of different options. You have caption and suggested image. The caption and suggested image is when you want the AI to find a photo for you based on what you want to write. So let's say I want the post to be about my my awesome trip to Salt Lake City. I just got back from a conference, from this incredible event, and maybe I want it to be about that. Perfect. That's easy. I put in what I want my post to be about, and it's going to pull an image. Well, maybe I took some images from that event, and I've got captioned my image. I can do that as well, and it will write my image, and I'll just say what my image is about. and what do I want the caption to be about, and that will be it. Now, the next one is short only text. Now, this is super great when you're asking, like when you're just trying to start a conversation on social media so you can start more conversations. So for me, everything I post on social media is about creating the comments and having the comments back and forth. I'm not trying to sell directly from my social media to the things I sell. I never do that. And the reason I don't do that is because if you just post, buy my product, buy my product, buy my product, first of all, people won't be engaging with you and your algorithm's going to go down because Facebook's going to figure out nobody wants to see your stuff, and then it's not going to work. The second thing that's going to happen, though, is if anybody's like me, they're going to start unfollowing you. We'll still be friends on Facebook, but I won't be seeing any of your posts. And so you never want that to happen because it gets exhausting seeing buy my product, buy my product, buy my product, and that's all you see. People want to see your life, your vision, what you're working on, the food you're eating, the places that you're going, the things that you're doing. They want to feel connected with you. And so there's ways to do this that we're going to be showing you each day through here. Now, here's the thing, short only text posts. This is a great one to say, hey, I'm thinking about going on vacation. Where would you suggest I go? Hey, I'm looking for some great dinner ideas. Hey, I need some help finding a specific book that talks about this. Think about who the client is that you're looking for. Think about the person that you're looking for to do business with. What would they want? What would they be thinking about? What can you start a conversation with them about? And then the last one's caption my video. And I got an interesting question about this before. They're like, well, what's the difference between caption my image and caption my video? Well, really, there's no difference at all. It's just you're thinking about your video instead. We used to have this together with image and video, and it got confusing. So we just made it 2 different buttons, super simple. So this is your video or this is your image. What do you want the caption to be about? Maybe you've made a video to go on YouTube. Maybe you've made a video as a reel. You can actually caption and get more traction because the AI is going to write an amazing statement for you based on your video that's going to help you get that movement. Last but not least is the surprise me. We're going to click surprise me when we're uninspired. We don't really know what we want to post. Maybe we're in a hurry and I'm like, I don't even have time to post, but I know I got to get a post out there. I can click surprise me and it's going to make a post for me. So now the next thing I want us to think about is I actually have a post that I want to do today, right? Because I just got back from an event and I want to talk about that event. And then I want to make sure that people want to hear about the mindset stuff and all the amazing things I learned, that they can actually connect with me to do that. So I'm going to hit caption and suggested image. Now, what I'm going to do is I am going to go ahead and what do I want? Oh, I'm going to do caption my image actually, because I took a lot of images there. My image, description of my image is going to be of the event I went to last weekend. Okay, perfect. And I want my caption. I wrote out a few things, why do I go to events and stuff like that. Now I could just put, I went to an event, or the more detail I get, the more I can clean it up and make something that I really want out of it, right? So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hit generate. When I hit generate, it is actually going to go through everything that I have said and told it. It's going to go through all the writing that I've given it. It's going to go through everything that I want. And sometimes you're going to see like response error. That's just because it's in beta still right now. It's got a few bugs. It's a little buggy, but not too hard to deal with. So just hit refresh again. And I am used to my person helping me. Here we go. Okay, there we go. All right, so I've got my post right here. Why do I go to events? Well, I believe to be successful, you have to continuously learn and grow. Let me tell you, this event last weekend was one of the best I've ever been to. I learned so much that I can't wait to share some of the goodness with you. If you're not part of my community group, just message me and I'll get you in. If you were at this event, I'd love to know your biggest takeaways. And if you missed it, let me know in the community and in the comments what event had the most impact on you. Perfect. It's great conversation starter because the people who are at this event may not be my customers. So the people that are at this event are going to comment and say, hey, this was what it was so great, blah, blah, blah. Easy to get that over to Messenger then to start a great conversation. For people who are not at the event, they're going to be like, okay, well, what'd you learn? What was this about? And I want to share all that information, right? Because the more you share, the more, I mean, Zig Ziglar said, if you help enough other people get what they want, you'll get what you want. So that's my philosophy, and that's what I want to do. So next, what I'm going to do from here, sorry, trying to get everybody in the waiting room at the same time, I'm going to hit get started. When I do, this post to Facebook is going to come up. Go to Facebook and create a new Facebook post, and I'm going to hit post. Now, when I do that, it's going to come over here to my Facebook, okay? Now, I can just post from right here. Oops. My beautiful friend, Robin. Okay, I can post from right here. I can also go right over to my profile and post there. So it doesn't matter. That was one of the questions that I got that somebody messaged me. Doesn't matter which way you post. No, you can get... I don't know what that is. You can go and post from your actual page here, right here, or you can post from the feed. Either way, doesn't matter. So I'm going to go ahead and post this in here. And if you get the hashtags like showing up right here and you can't click them off, just click up to the top and it'll go away. All right. I've got my post in here now. The only thing I'm missing are my photos. So I'm going to come over here to photo. I'm going to click on my photo and I am going to put my photos in. Now, let's see. I'm going to put this one in and this one in and this one in. I thought I had some more than that put in there. Well, I'll add some more here in a little bit. Okay. All right. So this is going to be funny. Yes, it's me on a snowmobile. I know I'm at an event and the founder of the event had his snowmobiles there and I got a little crazy. So anyways, lots of fun. So I'll add the other photos. I thought I had them all in the file, but apparently they're not all here. So anyways, I'll add them in. Now that I've got my photos, I've got my post, all I have to do is click post. When I do, that's going to go up on my Facebook, simple and easy. I didn't have to write everything. And here's the cool thing. That's my pin post. It's going to have my emojis in it for me. I don't have to think about the emojis. I don't have to think about anything else. It's all right here. I had lots of fun. There we go. That was a blast. Okay. So what we're going to do next is I'm going to put up the 5-minute timer. The reason that we do the 5-minute timer is I'm going to give you 5 minutes to go and do your own post on social media. This is going to help you be able to be consistent in your social media because really consistency is everything. If you don't get consistent, the algorithm and everything else isn't going to change. You're not going to have the conversations and all of that. So what I want you to do is make a post, either make a post about an event you went to, something you did this weekend, something that will start a conversation. And if you cannot think of a post at all, go ahead and hit the surprise me and let the AI make a post for you. I'll share the screen. We'll take 5 minutes and we will go ahead and make our post. Try to post on as many social medias as you can. And when we come back, we're going to showcase you. So if you'd like to show off your post, please be one of the first ones to raise your digital hand. And I would love to showcase what you did and who you are. Paul, great to see you back from Cabo. All right. How many people got at least? So put in the chat 1, a 2, a 3, or a 4 for how many posts you did. Now, remember, as long as you did 1, it's a win, right? As long as you did 1, because that's 1 more than you would have done that you didn't do. So this is huge. Hey, Barb, by the way, we got a chat today. Okay. Just wanted to say that before I forgot. All right. So 1. Okay. So I see a lot of 3s. I see some 1s. I see some 4s. 4 for Barbara, 4 for Dana, 1 for Matt, 1 for Maudie. Blakester did 3, 4 for J. Michael, 3 for Bambi, 3 for Martina, 3 for Blakester, 1 for Nina. Okay. Fabulous. And then 1 and 2 platforms. Fabulous. 2. Okay. And okay, perfect. All right. So let's showcase a couple of people today. We're also going to have some Q&A for you guys as well. And then we're going to talk about taking conversations from your post to a real conversation that actually makes a purchase, right? Because ultimately you are here trying to sell a business, right? Or sell a product, a business, an opportunity, something. So we want to do that. So our 3 people today will be Blakester, Dana, and Martina. And then we'll see how we go from there. And then save questions until after the showcase, please. And that will help all of us. So let's see. Let's go with Blakester first. Hey, Blakester, what did you do today?
So I actually did mine on mobile instead of on desktop, even though I'm sitting here at my desktop. The reason why was because I had a picture that I had on my phone that I wanted to use and I didn't want to have to share it, yada, yada, yada.
Right.
For some reason, though, I tried to do a 3D effect on it for Facebook. For some reason, it didn't take, but it's still overall a really good post.
Okay.
Just
Let
a
me get it
gentle,
up here so we can actually see it.
a little gentle reminder about having
Oh
a
my
mentor.
gosh. That's amazing, Blakester.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that, guys. Woo. Okay. Having a mentor in network marketing can truly make a difference in your journey to success. So true, Blakester. They are like the wind beneath your wings, propelling you higher and helping you soar above the crowd. With their guidance and expertise, you'll be able to navigate the industry with ease and achieve your goals. Let's reach for the sky and embrace opportunities that await us. Shout out to one of my mentors, Darren Little. Hashtag network marketing, hashtag mentorship, hashtag success stories. Fantastic. Blakester, let me ask you, was that a photo that the AI gave you, or did you have that photo?
No, I had that photo on my phone. I was scrolling around somewhere. I was like,
Okay.
oh, I can use this later.
Perfect. So you did a caption your own image. Fantastic.
Correct. I did it on mobile.
Wonderful. Great job, Blakester. Thank you so much for your share. All right, let's go over to Dana real quick. Dana, what was your post?
All right, and I put the link in the
Oh, you
chat
put the link in the
because it's
chat?
my
Okay,
business on Facebook, not my personal.
perfect.
And honestly, I'm not getting hardly anything happening on Facebook, but I transfer everything over to Alignable, where I network a lot. And I
Right.
teach a class for new agents. And so it was just monotonous every week seeing, oh, next class, next class. So I used flowers. Scroll down until you see some flowers. It'll pop out at you.
Those are
I've
birds.
been wanting to share this other post for a while now.
Oh.
There we go.
Oh, this is beautiful.
So what I was doing was not selling the class, not promoting it, but I was giving them information. And
Right.
I have gotten so many responses over on Alignable from this one post.
Oh,
So
fantastic. And you know what? You bring in an important point, because every platform has its own audience of what it's looking for. And your business pages do not get quite the thing unless you pay for them to be seen. And so that's why I do a lot more on personal than I do on business pages. However, Alignable, we were just talking about this weekend, powerful platform for people to build their businesses on. So I'm glad you brought that up. And the flowers are gorgeous. Like, those are just so beautiful. Thank you so much for your share, Dana. Okay. Let's see. Martina.
Hello.
Hi, beautiful.
So I actually did mine on my mobile.
Okay.
It just for me it's quicker to share on all platforms at once.
Okay.
So I have it on Instagram and Facebook. Actually, I have on 2 Instagrams and 1 on Facebook.
Okay.
Same post on all 3.
Okay, so and you put the post on Facebook here, the one that you want to share?
Yeah, under Martina Lenz Jarvis.
Okay,
It's me.
I have your right page. Let me see. This is your right page. That's October 3rd, September. I'm not seeing your post. Did you make it private?
I think so.
Because it's not here.
What? Hold on.
Your profile set to friends. I guess we're not friends on Facebook yet. Is your profile set to people only see your post if they're your friend?
Probably because this is my personal one.
Okay.
So that's it.
Okay.
So can you go to Instagram?
Actually, I don't want to take the
Or I
time,
can share my page.
but here's the thing. This is a good important point for everybody. If you are building your business through your Facebook page, you need to open up your Facebook page, because Martina and I are friends. I love this lady, but if I know her already, I wouldn't know to be able. Martina, may I have permission to use your profile so I could show people how to do this?
Yeah, I'm gonna send that. I'm gonna push it to public right now.
Perfect. So right now, I've sent her a
Okay.
friend request, but because I'm not friends with her, all I see is her updated profile picture. I see some photos here. I see we have a mutual friend. I don't really see any information of anything that would make me want to connect with her business, or even as a friend for anything else, right? And so this is why it's so important to be able to have your page public. So people that come to your page actually, because some people will go from a friend to a friend, oh, who's this person? Especially if you have an interesting profile picture of you, not your dog, not your cat, not the sunset or anything else, of you or somebody, you and somebody important to you. People will come and look at your page, but the thing of it is, I have nothing to be able to reach out with her about. So I'm thankful I already knew her. Now, if I come over to my page, you're going to see a couple of different things. First, you're going to see what's important to me. This is my tagline. I'm your champion of dreams, because I didn't have a dream for the longest time. I didn't think my life was worth anything. And I had to go through from where I came from. For those of you who are in Vegas, you heard my story. So I built up from nothing, like zero, and built up this incredible life that I have now. And so that is my passion, is helping other people. So I try to get that across there. I'm not trying to sell something particularly in here. That does not mean that that you can't put something up here like get this, or, I'm going to put a community thing up here so people have the opportunity to join in my group. But you're going to see photos. You're going to see things that are important to me, like the post that I just went to at an event. You're going to see other people that were with me who tagged me in their photos, like Dawn here and Julie. Like Julie is one of our team members. She's an amazing lady. Get this, guys. If you ever need an excuse to do your business, this woman does a second business that's nails. And look what she doesn't have. She doesn't have hands, yet she sells Color Street successfully. Nail things. Is that just amazing or what? She's an inspiration to all of us. She was at the event. I love her dearly. And so this is my business partner, and we do everything to help this woman. Celebrating dreams and stuff. You're going to see a lot of things about me talking about what I'm doing, where I'm going, why people ask me if my name is Barbie because of my pink luggage. It's like all these fun things. I try to put a lot of comedy and helpfulness and tips and fun and everything else. So if you open up your page and have your life on your page, now that doesn't mean you have to share every single thing in your life but if you open up your page and show that you have a life, it gives more of a reason for people to connect with you, more of a reason for people to buy from you, more for a reason of them to be a part of your tribe. And ultimately what you're trying to build is a tribe, because I can sell a one-off of anything. Like, let me tell you, Adrian, the one thing you always said is that you could sell ice to an Eskimo. Okay, great. That does me no good. Because unless I build a tribe of people that are so happy that they want to continue to be in my tribe and continue to be my customer, and I'm not going to build a massive empire, right? And so really it's about building that tribe, and we build that tribe through relationship and letting people know who they are and that they want to be a part of our life, and then help them understand the BLTSs, which is belong, love, trust, and safe, that they're all four of those with us, so they will want to continue to be with us as well. If you do that, you will build an empire. You will build an absolute empire. Martina, do you have it opened up now?
I think I do.
Okay, let me go back over there again.
I think I put it to public,
Okay,
the post at least.
there you are. Nope, still don't see it.
All right, here. There it is. Just for time's sake, I'll have to go back in and edit. I put it in the chat.
Okay. And so this is a really good point of why you want your profile, entire profile public. So let's go ahead and share this post right here so we can see her beautiful post. Okay. Look at that great photo. Is that just amazing or what? Dream big, work hard, never give up. Never stop dreaming and striving for greatness. Learning new things is my passion. It has brought me so much joy and success. Let's chase our dreams together and create a life we're proud of. This is an awesome post because what this does is it shows me the kind of person that she is, what's important to her. It shows me the positivity about this amazing woman that I just love dearly. I think she's incredible. And her and I have so much in common. Like, you guys don't understand. Like, we were having a chat about stuff and it was just like, oh my gosh, but we couldn't have had that chat, without really having the conversations. And so that's what we really want to do in these posts, is give the opportunity for somebody to have a conversation with us. And this is a post that you absolutely want up here. Martina, one suggestion I would say is ask a question at the end. Like, let's chase our dreams together and create a life we're proud of. What dream are you working towards? Let me celebrate you, or something like that.
You're so right. And the funny thing is this is a surprise me. Yeah. So I just went in and said, surprise me. It had a picture that I didn't feel was a good example of something that, for me. So I just changed the image and I just put in for search. I just put, I think it was just life to fullest or something like that.
Yeah.
I just put in a couple of keywords, but fantastic. I have two Instagrams and I have two Facebooks. I have my personal Facebook, and then I have a Facebook page.
Right.
And my Facebook page is public, but I'm building one Instagram and my Facebook page, so I don't have very many followers. And I think that you hit a key point that, to have, I'm going to get more activity from my personal stuff to help build my other pages.
Yep.
And I've been kind of ignoring my personal, trying to build on its own. And you're right, it's not working.
No. And the thing of it is Facebook knows this too. When you have a page, their big thing is pay us money so we can show your page.
Exactly.
And they're great at monetizing. Like, they've made billions of dollars like that. They're great at it. The problem is that the average entrepreneur doesn't have a lot of money when they're starting out or when they're first building to be able to pay for their page to be shown all the time. So if you utilize the personal page, utilize it by creating relationships and conversations. Now, let me make sure that everybody knows this, because I want to make sure I have a little bit of time for some Q&A also. How does the process go? I'm going to show you exactly what I do. I don't have to do any advertising anymore. Like, seriously, like none. Even in my web design and hosting business that I've had for a long time, I didn't have to do any advertising because it became, well known and just word of mouth and everything else. So I'm going to show you how to do that right now. When you go to Facebook, I'm going to pull a Facebook page and I'm going to show you exactly what I do, so you guys can learn this process. For me, it is building conversation always. Okay. So I use my personal page here. I will make a post. When I make that post, I always ask a question, or I tell somebody what to do. Like, if you weren't there, tell me which event has had the most impact on you. And see, I'm already starting to get some comments, which is great. From here, I will take this comment and I will go to my messenger and I will message Kathy and I'll say, hey, oh my gosh, it was so awesome to see you at the event. I can't wait to chat with you. Hey, when do you have time for a coffee, Zoom, or a FaceTime call or something like that? Now, if I don't know the person, okay, so let's get me one over here. I know. So I just met Donna. So at the event, so I would do that. Let's say somebody I don't know very well. see if I can, okay, Janice Bird. I don't know Janice Bird really well. Okay, so what I will do is I will click on her name, and looks like she's a friend of my good friend Robin Frank. She's a consultant at Paparazzi, and I do a lot of training there. So I'm gonna go ahead and click her name. I will in the comments say, hey, thanks so much for your heart on my post. That meant so much to me. I see that you're in Paparazzi. How long have you been in the company, or something like that? And I will start the conversation with her. Okay, back and forth conversation. At some point, I will take that conversation, and if things are going well and it looks like somebody I genuinely want to have like some connection with, I feel like there may be a future. My next step is, hey, do you have time this week for a coffee Zoom or a coffee FaceTime? You know, if they're on Apple, you know, I'll do FaceTime. If they're not, a lot of times I'll just do Zoom. But 99% of the time people say yes. Yeah, sure. And then once it goes to the Zoom, then I ask them about them. I learn more about them. I find out what they're doing, what their needs are, what they're struggling with, like what that. And through that, I can find ways that maybe I have something that can help them, or maybe I connect them to somebody else. Any of those things, I want to be able to make sure that I can do, right? Because it's not about just posting and selling. Now, that doesn't mean we don't post on here to sell our products. I'll give you an example. I'm currently doing right now called 90 Days to Unstoppable. And with that right there, I want people to sign up for the class because I know it's going to help them, right? Because I used to have the worst self-confidence in the world, and I've learned how to break that and how to build that up. The problem is if I only post this class over and over and over again, or I only post Nowsite over and over and over again, or I only post, you know, whatever it is I'm selling over and over and over again, nobody is going to want anything to do with me, right? But when I go and I find people and I'm commenting on their posts and I'm starting conversations, then on the post, on the feed, somebody's going to see this, right? They're going to make a comment, but then they may say, hey, I want to see more of who she is. Okay, then she comes over to my page. The person is going to see this. Oh, interesting. Okay, looks like she's kind of a professional. They're going to read my profile, business and transformation coach. I help unhappy, defeated people change their lives. Probably need to update that. They're going to see where I went to school and things like that. And then they're going to see this right here. It's not too late to sign up. A replay of the first class is available. Don't miss this life-changing event. This is a pinned post. Now I have my pinned post at the top because that's the thing that I want people to come to. So now I'm going to be, so I have all the stuff there, and then I have the link for them to sign up because it isn't too late, right? So I'm going to keep this up for as long as the class is open for people to come in, and then they can click on the link right here. But here's the thing, I'm not relying on the algorithm to see this post, right? I'm doing other posts that are creating interest where people may come to my profile page and see that. And this has worked really, really, really well for me in building all of my businesses. And so, and again, remember what it is. That's the most important thing, is you're trying to get into conversations. Nina did a post about hair. Okay, so she's been doing these awesome posts about hair. If you're not following Nina, follow Nina, because she's doing these great posts about hair, right? And so with one of the posts, a woman that has been a friend of the family forever actually messaged her and said, okay, I need help with my hair. She's known this person forever, and they've never once said anything to her about doing her hair or anything else. Nina's our favorite hairdresser, right? So here's the thing. We don't know who's watching us. We don't know what people need. But the moment that they need it, we want to make sure that they think of us. So we're keeping ourselves top of mind, top of tongue while we're making these posts. We're creating these incredible conversations out here. And then as we create these conversations, they go into Facebook's FaceTime messengers, they go into Zoom, they go into a phone call. Now, honestly, I don't ever just take it to a straight phone call. And the reason for that is rates of conversion to anything are better when you actually see the person. So I'm going to leave you with this and we'll take some Q&A real quick and then we'll get you out of here. The rates of conversion are this. The lowest is email. The next is text. The next is phone call. The next is FaceTime, video, Zoom, and the next is in person. Those are your rates of conversion. That's the easiest conversions to get are the ones where you're in person with somebody and you're actually really having that conversation. Next is on video, though. If you get into a video conversation when you're like this and they can feel your trust and they can feel your authenticity, you can find something to collaborate with. You know, Barb's shaking her head. Barb and I have known each other for quite a while. She came over with us from contact mapping. And this is everything we taught our people and massive success for them. The next one again is your phone calls. Phone calls are great, but the problem is you don't really see the person. So you're only getting so many of the senses. You're getting the audio sense, you know, but you're not seeing their body language. You're not seeing their face and stuff like that. So it's harder to build trust on a phone call than it is on a video. The next one below that is text message. I do great with text messages, but I'll tell you my rates of conversion are much higher with video than they are ever with text messages because text messages are still impersonal. And then the very last is email. That does not mean don't do email campaigns. They're a great starter. They're a great step in the right direction to start conversations. All right, let's go with some questions real quick. And as I said, I've built everything like this for years, 10 years, 8 years, something like that. And it works great. It works absolutely great. And we taught this to all of our community, the contact mapping community that came over, and it works great for them. So try it out. Come back with questions tomorrow about this also. We're going to take a couple quick questions today, and then we'll get you out of here. Nina, what is your question?
Hi, thank you. I just, a couple things. Thank you for your help every day here. I just wanted to share with others, just in terms of that before I started taking your class, I used to post inconsistently all over the place with all my projects, ideas, self-help, self-help, serving, etc. Since I've been taking your class, I'm committed to posting every day. And people, they know that I'm a hairstylist, but I've got a lot more to offer in the world. I try to connect it with being serving the world, etc. But just literally the other day, an actor that I worked with 30 years ago, I ran into him last year. He wrote me, hey, I see your posts. I've got my son is getting married. I'd love to kind of get a new look for that. He just wrote me again after we texted each other, and he said, my whole family needs help. So now suddenly from my posts that I've been writing every day, it's amazing that you can have a connection with someone for a long time. And like you said, out of sight, out of mind, when you're right there, there's that immediacy. So I just wanted to share, I'm not always consistent with things, and I've been very committed to being consistent here, and I really see the difference. So thank you, Elizabeth.
Nina, that makes me so happy. That is so fantastic. And really it's a surprise when you start seeing people messaging you or commenting, and you're like, I haven't seen you in forever. Where you been? Well, and the thing I had to ask myself is, it's not where they've been, it's where I've been, because I wasn't consistent before, right? And when I got consistency, that's where everything changed in my business as well. Great job, Nina. Okay, Martina.
So I just want to kind of bounce on what you were saying in terms of the public versus the friends only,
Right.
Social media. As you know, I come from a different world in my career where because of the business that I was in, I had to be very protective of my own space and my own family,
right?
Especially when my kids were younger. And so I have this kind of phobia of, kind of strangers, stranger danger, if you will, And so, I mean, even on I had my personal Instagram public for a little while.
Yeah.
And it kind of creeped me out because of some of the stranger danger people that wanted to be my friend, or you can't stop them because if it's public, period. So I switched it up, put it to private, and made a new Instagram as a open public business only. So how do you merge those two together to kind of get the most out of, what you're trying to do, which is promote your business?
Yep. And first of all, Blakester, thank you for your help today. I just want to publicly thank you for everything to give me a hand. You're awesome, dude. Okay, so let's talk about this because she's got some really good points. And there was a time where I was very nervous about having a public page, just like you, same kinds of things, from what I came out of and stuff like that. And so how do you, first of all, move forward from that? And how do you keep yourself safe on social media? First of all, when we're using social media to advertise our life as a way of connecting, we do want to make sure we do have a couple safety things in there. First of all, never put your address on there. Now,
Right.
I'll tell you, Tom Chenault does put his cell phone number on his Facebook page. He does. I don't. Okay. As a woman, I have chosen not to do that. I understand why he does. But I also don't have the physical ability to take 50 phone calls in a day either. So I don't do that. I have the city that I'm in there. Outside of that, everything else is pretty much just personal development, generic, funny things and stuff like that. The problem is when we shut it down to a personal page and it does make us feel more safe. However, it also doesn't allow anybody in either. And so we just want to be wise on social media that what we're posting about is really more about giving value to other people than it is so much about diving in too much on the personal side where I live in this neighborhood and I do this and that. So what I would recommend for you, Martina, is really one of the things that might be great is talking about some of the, and I don't know if this would relate to your business or not, but if you could do this with your business, I think it would be great. Talk about some of the things that you have seen that people struggle with and the things that they could start doing that could start helping them, because you've seen the worst of the worst, just like I have. Like you've seen the bad. And if you could take that, and I have this plaque here that sits on my desk that my best friend made me. And it says inspire, influence, and impact. And I keep it right on my desk because this is what's important to me. Like, this is what I want to do. And so what I'm thinking is if you can take some of your story, Martina, and use it to inspire, influence, and impact while tying it to your business, you have a home run. And we could talk about that more in, because you're part of my group. So, in the community, we can talk about that a little bit more also in our community time. But really, if you can take what you've gone through, you can take what you're doing, you can take those things that have meaning to you and put them together with what you're selling, with your product and everything else, you become very real. You become very connectable. You start having a story. They say stories are what sell, and that's really it, because people connect to stories. They don't connect to products. They don't connect to companies. They connect to stories. And so when you can take your story and start giving value out on Facebook to other people with that story, you have a very powerful thing that can't be stopped. And so that would be kind of my recommendation in the short. And again, we can have another conversation on our next meeting together, in the community.
Okay. Thanks. I appreciate that. And I appreciate you. You are a rock star. Thank you.
So thank you so much, Martina.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to try to quickly run through some questions. I got a hard stop so I can get this done. But Vicki, what's your question, hon?
Just a couple of things. I want to thank everybody. The posts were great. You're sensational. I am so glad I'm a part of this. Oh my God, you're what I needed. I did my post, but I certainly missed a step because it wouldn't go to Facebook. And I think as I was trying to write too fast, I'll get through all of that.
Okay.
This is incredible. I also want to take whatever that course is that you're offering. So I'm going on your page and I'm signing up. This was fantastic. I'm going to figure out today how come I couldn't get it on there. And I think I want to know, I'm going to start it out on my personal page, but apparently I probably need to build a different page. But we can talk about that later because I want other people to ask their questions.
And Vicky, tomorrow when you first come, throw in the chat for me that first question. Just put first question, and then when we come to Q&A, let's make sure first of all that your posts go through, and then let's talk a little bit about those pages and stuff like that. Does that work for you?
It certainly does. Thank you.
Perfect. Great. It's so awesome. Thank you so much, Vicky. So excited. All right, Jorge. Or Ted, whoever can unmute.
Okay. Hey, Elizabeth.
Hi,
Are
Ted.
you there? Hey, we're back. How you guys doing? Just quickly, a good question here is when I got a generated AI, just starting out, got my picture and all that, have a base message from AI. I find myself tweaking that message when I go to right before my post. Right. So I'll go ahead and say, okay, that's a great little base message, but I want to tweak it just a little bit to more personalize it to myself.
Right.
Before I post it to, let's say, Facebook. Now, I get that message. I go, okay, that's the message. I really like the content of that. And now going from when I go back to Nowsite and I want to use that message on Nowsite to go to LinkedIn or Instagram, do I just copy that message I tweaked and then bring it back over to Nowsite and put it in so it can go back out? Do you understand the question?
I understand the question. Actually, what I would do personally, so you can't put it back over it. Well, you could, but if I tweak the message, okay, so I'll tell you what I do because that'll probably be the quickest. So I do what you do. I tweak the message just a little bit while I'm on Facebook. And then what I do is I copy it out, and then I actually use the same message on the other platforms. So
you just directly go to the platforms and put that in.
Go to the platform and just use the same thing. Now, if you put it, the problem is if you put it back into into the My AI in the you'll have to regenerate it, and it will change it yet again. So I just copy it and I go directly over to Instagram and over to LinkedIn and just throw it over there as well.
Right. I mean, I do it the second way you did it. So I'll take that message, copy it and paste it back into the AI program and then regenerate it. And it comes out pretty close.
Yeah.
So it's not like it's like a complete deviation.
Right. And you could do it either way. I usually, if I take it, I've got it to where I like it, and then I just keep it over there. So
cool.
Hey, Elizabeth.
Yes.
The other thing that they can do too is if they have their Instagram and their Facebook connected, there's a little toggle switch down on if you start at Instagram, and it will offer you to share if you've got multiple Instagrams or your Facebook page or wherever. And it's like you can make those posts, 3 of them or multiples of them at once.
All at once. Yep, you can. All right. I'm sorry, guys. I just turned into a pumpkin. Jorge and Blaze Legs and Raymond, please come back tomorrow. I'll make you the very first questions of the day. And remember, we do this every Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern time, 8 a.m. Pacific. We'll do a demo. We'll showcase some posts. I'll give you some tips on building on social media or some mindset things. It's different every single day. You'll want to make sure to come every day. And again, what is this about? It's about building consistency. We are helping you build consistency. And when you have consistency, your business is going to rock. I know because I've done it. All right. Have a great day, everyone. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Love you all. Have a great day and excited for tomorrow. See y'all. Bye.